little childhood crush hooked up with a girl at our church. It didn't register in my mind like who the person was trying to wake me up, y'all. I was so damn heartbroken. What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and makes you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in with me each time that I post, and I hope you enjoy today's video. Y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But before we get to that, y'all go ahead, drop down below in the comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up, big sis? I love to know that you all are here and tuning in, and that fucking gecko freaked me out. As you all have seen the title, you have an idea of what this story is going to be about. So family, let's get to that story. I want to talk to y'all about this sleepover that I was at years ago at my church, and it was for our youth program. So the youth director and some other people got together to try to throw us this sleepover. It was like what you call a lock-in, where we can play games and talk about the Bible and all kinds of Christian-like things. I'm still pretty young at this time, so found out that my little childhood crush hooked up with a girl at our church. Yes, my church that I went to, I'm not going to give it a name. So basically I went to a church, was it a Church of God in Christ or something like that at the time? And it was a missionary Baptist church. No. Of course, I'm not going to give y'all the name of the church at the time. And I'm sure I was in middle school during this time. But yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about things from my childhood, but y'all, I recently seen one of the people online, so it just made me think about this time, because this was somebody that I had a big crush on during this time. And yeah, I've talked to boys or whatever, I kissed a boy or two, but I wasn't sexually active or anything like that. Like I said, I was in middle school, and I don't think during this time, I wasn't sexually active or whatever. But okay, so let's get to the story. So basically, our church's youth program directors decided to organize what they call a lock-in, where we're gonna play games, talk about different things about the church and about, different things like that. They was gonna, have all this food and stuff for us, and we just stay up all night and mingle with our friends of the church. And our youth program was pretty big. It was a lot of kids that went to our church or whatever. And of course, I was really cool with this one girl. We're gonna call her Kiki. No, I don't wanna call her Kiki. We're gonna call her Kiki. We're gonna call her Kiki. And Kiki had some cousins at this church too, and one of her cousins was this guy that I had the biggest crush on, and we're gonna call him Cash. Now Cash was definitely a little older than me. Like I said, I was in middle school, and I'm sure Cash was in high school, probably close to being a damn senior. Like I mentioned, I've always kind of liked the older guys. I don't know, it wasn't like, ooh, he older, I like him. It was just that those were the guys that I was interested in, maybe because they was a little mature. They was more mature than the guys of my age. And it's still like that to this day. Guys my age just seem so immature. I don't know. I've always been a little ahead of people in my generation, for real. Like mentally, my mind have always been like that, y'all. I keep looking at damn Geico at this damn window. Like, nigga, you is not gonna come in here. That's the second time I done seen his ass popping up in my window. Baby, you not coming up in here. But anyway, so yes, I'm recording this video while I'm on vacation, y'all. I'm up knowing I need to fucking be asleep, but I had to give y'all this video because I pre-recorded for the week that I was gonna go, the week I was gonna be gone, but I didn't pre-record for the week that I was supposed to be coming back. But anyway, so yeah, back to the story. So yeah, like I said, we was at the we was about to participate in the church's youth program lock-in. So the time comes for us to come to the little lock-in or whatever. It was like the weekend, I think like a Friday. Me and my siblings, we there. And all the kids, the youth of the church whose parents allowed them to come. And mind y'all, this is a co-ed thing. So, you know, I don't think nobody was really thinking like putting boys and girls together unsupervised with a lot of people. I mean, don't get me wrong, they had what they call them, chaperones or whatever, but them folks weren't really watching folks like that. So fast forward, like I said, we there, we getting through the night or whatever, everybody playing different games, doing different things, and we getting to know each other a little bit more, because, you know, of course we talk to each other at church sometime, you know, like before church, different little things we'll have at church, Bible study, things like that, or if we stay and eat after church, things like that, you know, you get to know people. And we didn't have no Facebook or nothing like that. I'm sure we had type of chat lines and things like that, and I'm sure we exchanged numbers and this, that, and that. Of course, you know, like I said, I've hung out with my girl Kiki outside of church and stuff like that, so, you know, I got to know her and her folks a little bit more. But like I said, I had this biggest crush on her cousin, Cash. Now, Cash was a really handsome guy. He was pretty popular. He was popular outside of this. Like, a lot of people knew him. You know, over the years, I realized a lot of people knew him. And it, like I said, maybe because of the type of neighborhood our church was in originally. Like, our church was in one part of the city, and then they built a new building, and it was in like a nicer part of our city or whatever. So, you know, like I said, and even then, I think those people no longer stay in the neighborhood where the church used to be. So he moved around a little bit. So, you know, people just get popped. People know everybody. I ain't got to explain all that. It don't really matter. I'm just saying, I noticed like it would be new people joining our church because it was in another neighborhood. So a lot of the people I knew from the old neighborhood that went to this church, you know, some of them came, but some of them didn't stay at this one. I think they was like at the other one because they kind of the overflow or something like that. I think they still had them. I can't remember. I just noticed some of the people wasn't at the church anymore, maybe because they moved and they couldn't get there. You know how things can be. And it was a lot of new people that had joined this church or whatever. It was bigger, it was nicer. You know, like I said, we had the little gym and all that stuff like that. So that's what the lock-in was. And it was this, we're gonna give this one girl name. It was this one girl, we're gonna call her Nene. Now Nene, I can say at the time, she was fast as hell. Because shit, to this day, Nene kids grown and shit. Like, of course, most in my generation, of course, if you're a part of my generation, your kids probably grown. Your kids grown. Your kids 20 something, in their 20s or whatever. But what I'm saying is, if I'm not mistaken, a year after this, Nene had a baby. But yes, Nene was a cute girl. She was real nice, real friendly, real outgoing or whatever. And of course, the guys liked her because she came out fast as hell. She was down for like having freaky conversations. And I'm knowing this because I've gone to a couple like little parties outside of this. Like I said, mine I'm in junior high, but I've gone to some stuff that somebody had like a little, you know, we used to have a lot of house parties and kickbacks and things like that before it was called a kickback. People used to have house parties and it'd be no shit. You know, none of that fighting, all that stuff. People really would just be going over there to dance, lap dance, freaky dance with each other, sneak alcohol. You know, kids did shit like that back then. So yeah, like I said, I met Nene before the lock-in, even though they hadn't been in there long. We met her, I met her. She ended up coming to somebody's party because she was cool with one of the guys at the church. Stuff like that, but I knew her to be kind of fast. But anyway, so we're going to just get straight to it. So pretty much, you know, like I said, everybody doing whatever they doing tonight. And then some of the kids end up, like, so a lot of people start going to where it was like our cafe, like our dining area, like where they would eat, you know, church dinners and things like that at. And that's where they had like all the you know, the pallets and things like that, all the sleeping bags and stuff like that. And some people were still in the gym area. And in our gym, you know, they had like a lot of different rooms and stuff in that part of our church. And back at our gym, had different rooms. And so a lot of us had went up there to go lay down and watch TV or fall asleep or whatever. And that's where a lot of the chaperones were up there. A lot of them was up there, but there was still some kids in the back there. Nene was one of the girls that was back there. Her and a couple other girls, and probably a lot of guys. Like, it was some guys back there. They all was still back there. I'm well aware of this because I'm so shy, whatever. And like I said, I was cool with the people. I was talking to them, but I wasn't as experienced as some of the girls were, as far as when it comes to really just having full-on conversations with guys. Even though I was very mature, but when it came to like having certain conversations with men, like boys, like that wasn't me. Like I was a little shy about that. Like they really had to come to me for me to even open up and get to know them and have conversations with them. So, you know, like I said, I would speak to Cash, but it was never on no, I'm flirty and wanting him to know I like him type stuff. Like I wasn't there yet, y'all. So I don't know if she backed up with them or whatever. And I don't know why I just, it's just like, I don't trust this girl because she's willing to put herself out there. And I feel like if Cash gets to know her a little more, he's gonna like her. Like, don't think about all this shit, y'all. Crazy as hell. But I was really thinking about that, even though she was like really tight with this other guy, one of his homeboys. But like I said, Kiki was fast as shit. So who's to say what she will and won't do? You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, you know, time like an hour or so had went by, and a lot of people started going to sleep. Some like the chaperones, they was going to sleep, whatever. Some of them was still back there, supposedly playing ball or playing whatever they was doing back there. Nobody really said anything to these people. I'm doing this because I'm up and I'm just looking at the door because I'm like, damn, when he gonna walk in here and lay down so I can make sure I'm close to him. Like, even though I knew I wasn't going to say nothing to him, I just wanted to be near this guy. So they never came in there. So eventually, y'all, I doze off to sleep. I wake up. I know I had a watch at the time or something like that. It's probably like 3, 4 in the morning. And somebody, I'm woken up because somebody is tapping me, like pulling on my arm, like tapping me, trying to wake me up, y'all. And I'm looking, but like I hopped up and I looked, but it didn't register in my mind like who the person was trying to wake me up, y'all. And it was like, get up, get up, get up. I was like, you know, I was out of it, and I was like, okay. It was like, come back here, come back here. I was like, okay. So shit, I went back to sleep, y'all. So the next day come along. How about my girl? What I call this girl, y'all? I think I got the names mixed up. Okay, yeah, Kiki is my homegirl. It's Cash's cousin. What I call that girl? Fuck, I got the names mixed up, y'all. Did I call that girl Nene? Yeah, Nene. Okay, yeah, Nene was the fast chick, and Kiki is the homegirl. Whatever. I'm sure I didn't mess the names up, y'all. But basically, yeah, Kiki is my homegirl. Nene was a fast ass girl. But anyway, so yeah, Kiki comes and tells me, she's like, girl, guess what happened last night? Guess what you missed? I'm like, what? What did I miss? I'm like, and I'm trying to figure out how she know what's going on. And she was in her sleep with me. But apparently, one of the girls that she was cool with or whatever told her that Nene and Cash had sex. I said, what? She said, yeah, Nene and Cash had sex. I said, in the church? She's like, yeah, at the church. Y'all, I was so damn heartbroken. I'm like, what? For real? But you know, I had to play it off. Like, she didn't really know that I liked her cousin like that. I was like, oh my God, like for real? I was like, girl, how, when, where? She's like, back there in one of the rooms. I don't know what room, I can't remember what room it was. But yes, y'all, I did not believe her. I said, girl, you lying, I don't believe it. I said, how you know? I said, you was over here sleeping with me. How did you know? Did you get up and go back there with them or something? She's like, girl, no, so-and-so and so. The girl, that name ain't important. She told me about it, whatever. And then I heard her talking with one of the dudes back there because she was hooking up with one of the dudes. And he was telling her, like, man, don't tell nobody nothing about what happened back here and all this and that. And then eventually her cousin ended up telling her what happened. Cash ended up telling her about what happened or whatever too, y'all. So I'm like, oh my goodness. And she came back to me like a day later, like, it's true, girl, like that really did happen. Like they really did hook up, whatever, because Cash came and told me. I said, girl, that's crazy. And then she gonna say, well, I know you like my cousin, whatever, so I mean, what you gonna do about it? I said, how do you know I like your cousin? She's like, girl, I know you like my cousin. She's like, your energy around him, it says that. And then every time he's talking to you, you super, just like your whole demeanor change, and you be out blushing and shit. So she knew I liked him, whatever, but never really said anything to me. I guess she wasn't trying to like bust my bubble in front of him and say shit like that, because she was a very blunt person, and she would say whatever was on her mind. Like, she did not give a shit. But I don't know, for some reason she was a little easy on me, because I don't know, she was a little sweet on me, and she didn't say shit to him. I guess she knew that I was like uncomfortable. I guess she knew that I wasn't ready for that, and I was kind of like shy and uncomfortable talking to him in that type of setting, y'all. But over time, when we got a little older, it kind of came out. And so I actually asked him about that day. And this, like, I was in high school by this time, and I used to hang out and party in the clubs and stuff, and I would see him, and he would come approach me like, didn't we go to church together? Ain't you Kiki, little friend? He's, you know how dudes come with that shit. I'm like, yeah, that's me. What's up with you? So now I'm confident, and I'm having these conversations with him and shit. And then, so we had been talking for like a little minute. At this point, we had started talking. We, you know, like started talking something about going on dates and shit like that. I think we actually did go on one date. And after that day, I asked him, I said, so whatever happened with you and Nene? I said, he was like, what you talking about? I said, Nene from the church. I said, you remember back during the time that it happened, I had gave him the year or date or whatever the year was. He's like, I was like, whatever happened with y'all, was it true? Was the rumor true? Did y'all really sleep together at the church? He was like, oh man, damn, you knew about that? I was like, yeah, I was told about that. I said, truth be told, my feelings was kind of hurt because I had a crush on you back then, and like, I didn't know how I felt about that. And for a long time, I said for a long time, that's why I would never really speak to you. When you would speak to me, I would give you the dirtiest looks. He's like, I wondered about that. I was like, damn, what I do to her? I was like, that's what you did. You messed with that freaky girl. Like, and the crazy thing about it, y'all, how about Nene was the girl that was trying to wake me up? She was trying to get me to come back there with them. He's like, that's crazy, cause shit, we sent her in there to come get you and Kiki. And I'm thinking to myself, why would y'all want to come get Kiki? Ain't that your cousin? I said, why would y'all send her in there to get Kiki? Ain't that your cousin? He's like, yeah, but nah, ma. He was like, yeah, nah, but we was this before that went down. We was trying to get y'all to come back here and play some games and stuff like that with us, whatever. I don't know. I still thought that shit was weird because I felt like him and Kiki was like a little bit too close to be cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to play a truth or dare game with your cousin? Like, what kind of freaky ass shit is that? And she would be talking about, and she used to tell me about different stuff he would talk to her about. He would be talking to her about sex, about times that he would make girls cry because it's so big, and girl, just the shit that she used to tell me they used to talk about. I used to have to look like, you sure you ain't got a crush on your own cousin, or you and your own cousin ain't smashing? Because I promise it gave that. But truth be told, y'all, I really feel like something like that happened with them. And it be cousins that really be on this type of time. And most people be like, oh, that's the palm color people that do that. Baby, the black people do it just as much. Matter of fact, it was this girl that stayed next door to my little sister, y'all, when she stayed in these apartments. She said that girl was hooking up with her cousin, supposedly pregnant by her cousin, y'all. Like, people really be on this type of time. But yeah, y'all know this ain't no crazy story. I just thought about it because I saw him online recently, y'all. I told y'all I be logging back into my Facebook sometimes just to be lurking. I really got on there to see, you know, the different posts about people telling me happy birthday, because my mama and them said they posted stuff about me saying happy birthday, and the people commented on it, and I wanted to say thank y'all. You know, I want for to stay on there, and I end up seeing him on like my people you may know or some shit like that, because apparently we have a lot of friends that come, and I guess being that I haven't been on there in a while, Facebook started throwing stuff after me saying I should be friends with these people. And he was one of the damn people. So shit, is it true that if some people pop up on your For You, they've been looking for you? I don't know, because that's weird, because some people I don't be knowing for real. But I'm just saying that's so strange that he pops up on there. This guy that I had this crazy crush on as a child, and we actually started going on little dates, and then I brought that up. We still actually talk sometime after that, but me and him never got to smash. Like, I don't know, I just felt like at the time, man, you could hook up with somebody that was going at that age. I don't know what I was thinking. Even though at that time, like, I had been, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I just could never get myself to hook up with him. Like I said, I think the thrill was gone at that point. He was a cool guy. The dates we went on was fun, but I never gave him that. And he talked about that a few times. Like, are we gonna ever get to that? Like, he really would ask me shit like that, but yeah, I could not get myself to have sex with him because that shit kept playing in my mind about him hooking up with that girl at church. And I ain't trying to condemn him to hell or nothing, but I'm like, damn, y'all really smashed in the church? And they wasn't the only people that smashed in the church. Was crazy about it. But anyway, y'all, I'm not gonna drag this out. I'm gonna stop this right here. Y'all know what's up. Go ahead, drop that below in the comment section. Let's chat. Let's talk about a time that you might have experienced something similar. You might have had this big crush on a guy, then he broke your little heart or whatever because he dated or hooked up with somebody else. Some hot ass girl, hot tail girl, something similar. I don't know. Maybe it resonates with you some kind of way, y'all. Go ahead and drop down below in the comment section. Also, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. You tuning in, but you ain't subscribing. I appreciate the views y'all giving my channel though, and I most definitely will be coming with y'all with some more content, some more videos. My membership people, even though it's only a few of y'all, I got a video coming for y'all as well. And I also have my travel video content coming soon. It's gonna take me a little minute to try to get it together and edit it, because baby, I was recording on 2 different cameras and sometimes they should be all over the place, so I gotta go through and split up, y'all, because I'm sure it's gonna be 2 vlogs because I was in 2 different places, y'all. So yes, family, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all stay for the duration of the video, and make sure y'all turn on y'all post bell notifications so you'll know the next time that I post. And again, I'll